Thank you for joining us tonight, this August the 5th, 2022. As you just saw, we wanted to play that whole video clip from the Justice Department, uh, bringing forth the charges against the four officers who killed Breona Taylor. It is important that if you don't know, that you do see this clip and you know what it's about and you know why the charges are being brought against them. I want to take this opportunity to just give my love and prayers to Tamika Palmer, Breonna's mom, and to all of the people who continue to fight for justice in her honor. As he said, Breonna Taylor should be alive today. I pray for all of your strength. There's a lot to unravel in our show tonight, and particularly the story for the scoop. And I want to bring on my co-host, Mr. Vash, Boddie, so we can talk a little bit more about this case. Hey,
Alvin, how are
Vash,
you? It's good to see you.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm Black History tonight.
Yes, you are.
I was Black History yesterday too. You know what?
You're Black History. You'll be Black History tomorrow too.
but thank you. Great to see you, my friend. Again, wanted to talk about this incident with the charges being brought against the officers in the killing of Breonna Taylor. It made me feel so good to hear that on yesterday.
We have to at some point unpack why it makes Black people feel so good when officers are charged with the stuff that they do. But we're going to get to that. I felt really amazing as well.
Yeah.
It was like a weight was lifted. Like we felt seen. Like finally the protests had been done. Finally, there are people that are in office, in power, that will actually say, no. We need to take a look at and audit whatever it is that has been going on to see what has been going on.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
And I hate to look back, but you can't help it because it was such a mess from the start, just the way it was handled. And clearly, the U.S. Justice Department laid it all out. But one of the people that I want to see some justice brought to, and I don't know if it will happen, is the Kentucky Attorney General, Daniel Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
He was the person who basically allowed all of this to happen. And, I just think something needs to happen to him. And before we leave this story, I want to read the rebuttal that he came on or went live to say after the U.S. Justice Department brought their charges against the officers of Kentucky.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. So, you want to hear it? Here we go. He said, today, President Biden's Department of Justice brought federal civil rights charges against four individuals in connection with the death of Breonna Taylor. As in every prosecution, our office supports the impartial administration of justice, but it is important that people not conflate what happened today with the state law investigation undertaken by our office. Our primary task was to investigate whether the officers who executed the search warrant were criminally responsible for Ms. Taylor's death under the state law. At the conclusion of our investigation, our prosecutors submitted the information to a state grand jury, which ultimately resulted in criminal charges being brought against Mr. Brett Hankinson for wanton engagement. I want you all to note that he was acquitted in March of all three counts of those. I'm proud of the work our investigators and prosecutors. This case and the loss of Ms. Taylor's life have generated national attention. I won't participate in that sort of rancor. It is not productive. Instead, I'll continue to speak with the love and respect that is consistent with our values of Kentuckians. Whew.
That was a whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing.
I mean, it's like, come on. They just went through and cleaned your house. You said my house is clean, and someone came in with some white gloves and started wiping your surfaces and doing this to you. And that's all he had to say? Come on now.
That is all he had to say. And look, we got some folks on here, Vash, that thank you all for joining. How you doing, Rose and Rick Irick? Thank you for joining us tonight. Who else do we have on here, Vash? I can't see. Can you see? I think we have
There's
Robert.
Blue is on. Hello, Blue. It's always good to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Rick,
Monica's here.
we have a Rick, Eric or Irick.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
that's a new name. I don't think I've ever seen Rick's name.
Actually, Rick is one of the gentlemen who I think one of our book giveaways. He was one of the persons to win one of our the books. I can't remember the author, so please forgive me. I don't know if it was author Dwayne Vernon or if it was
Brendan Slocum, or
Brandon
if it
Slocum.
was, or I have the book right there. It's right there. It's the children's book. Let me see. I Respect Differences.
I Respect Differences. Yes. I don't know if it was that book, but yeah, Rick has been on the show before. So thank you for joining us. But
well, then where you been, Rick?
He's a regular. Thank you for loving us. Thank you. But we wanted to bring light to the Breona Taylor killing. Please stay tuned. And again, like I said, keep her names at the forefront of your lips, because this was a very important day yesterday for justice in regards to her killing. And we hope justice is served. We really do.
Well, there's so many things, Alvin. I mean, first of all, the fact that they were able to say, we know that y'all two met in a garage and fabricated stories, like who and how. Like, I can't wait. I hope this is televised the way that the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial was televised, right?
Exactly.
Like, that's what I want. I want to be up there with popcorn going, and what? Because they found out that they were in a garage. Like, hopefully they went to a garage that was secluded. But how did they find out?
Right. How did they find out? But the fact that they went through those lengths to hide the killing of an innocent Black woman, it really makes you question our Justice Department. It really, who's protecting us? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to unpack, but I think the Attorney General, like I said, he laid it out. And what do you have to say but get you another bag of popcorn? What do you have to say?
I mean, seriously. Well, okay, so two things. Rick says he's watching from Montreal Pride. Happy Pride, happy Pride. Send us a picture of what you're wearing. I hope it's scandalous.
Especially the kill.
And Rose has said it's must-see TV. And I agree. Like, we have to, like, it has to be televised. We have to know, because it was such an effort to cover this up. And I want to know, like, he said that there were 4 warrants that were issued in one area, and then Breonna's, which was so many miles away, was issued. Like, was this a hit? Did they intend to do this? I can't wait for the truth to be revealed.
Oh, I think the intent was there to do it. And, you know, I had to go back and look up, you know, wanton. What was the charge against Hankin? It was wanton endangerment. Isn't that what he was convicted of? Was not killing her. It was putting the other people that lived in the apartment building in danger.
Completely in danger.
It had nothing to do with her.
Just shooting blindly into a space without regard for whoever else was around is not something that I would think that is taught at the police academy or in the morning sessions. You know, it's like, what's going on? So when they look at these people who are being, you know, taken to trial and, you know, indicted, that needs to go 1 or 2 levels up, because these people are not doing things that they didn't think that they could get away with. And we need to, you know, when you go into a cavity, you clean it out, but you also go a little bit deeper. And it is about time that what we start doing is going a little bit deeper into all of these issues. Even January 6th, because I still want to bring up Clarence Thomas and Jenny Thomas. Go deep, deep, deep. We're never going to let that go, I'm telling you.